Okay, so in today's video, we are going to be discussing about being parents of twins. By Saturday this week, as at the time we make this video, our twins will be 3 months old, and of course, it has been a very wonderful journey. And in today's video, we are simply going to make a video and we'll talk generally about the experience from the pregnancy to the birth to all the things that you may want to know about having twins. Let's just give you some idea of, especially if you are a twin or you are expecting your twin children anytime soon. This is very, very interesting. Or if you love twins, then just listen to this. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel because it helps us spread this message further and faster. Like this video and comment below what is your take on this. So let's get started. So I'm just going to be asking the question, and of course she also will be asking me some other question, and we will be responding to each other as we go. So now you are the mother. So just as I said, twins mother, they are supposed to have special place in heaven. Yeah, they are supposed to have a special place in heaven. So like from the pregnancy, like from the day of the pregnancy, how does it feel like?
It's not been easy. It's not been easy.
No, yeah, it's not been easy. Everybody will know that it's not been easy. But what exactly? How does it? How is it like?
Okay. When you're pregnant with twins, there's a difference.
Okay.
Between 1 and 2.
Okay.
So mine is I don't even know how to explain it, but
you have to explain
it's
it because
it's somehow because I never imagined that I could even give birth to twins. From the first time, the first pregnancy, 1 month, 2 months.
Yeah, like, there are some kind of health things that will be happening. Like, how is it been? Like, your body will be changing.
Yes,
like,
yes.
So how does it?
The first month, in fact, sickness, vomit, as in headache, weakness. Hi, oh my God.
So
it was so different when you are pregnant with one baby.
Okay.
So it is different because the sickness alone, the morning sickness alone is double. The morning sickness alone is double. Are you talking about when you start perceiving odor, as in when you don't even like hearing any or like perfume?
Well, I think that is
you don't
normal
like using perfume.
I think that is normal with pregnant people.
Yeah, it's normal. It's normal, but with twin pregnancy, it's different entirely.
Okay. Anyway,
even at my own stage, I don't even like rubbing cream.
Oh.
Because perceiving the odor alone is too much. As in, it will just trigger. As in, it will just be as if I should vomit.
Wow.
So for the first month, even for my 3 weeks of pregnancy, oh my God. 2 weeks to 3 weeks, I felt something in me. And there is one thing kind of, as in, when you're pregnant with twins and pregnant with one baby, there's a difference. Okay. Because the first baby, when you're pregnant with one baby, the sign won't come out that early. Okay. But with twin pregnancy, you will quickly know. Yes, you will know.
Okay.
You will know because you will feel some movement.
Immediately.
Yes, you will feel movement. Because while I was pregnant with 1 month, I was feeling movement. Even 3 weeks, I was feeling movement. Okay. Yes, with heavy morning sickness.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, that is just, personally, I'm not in the health line, and of course, not be me carry am. So I don't really know the technicality and the rest of them. But I only know that we are having twins when we went to the scan, and then there was an issue of, okay, we are having 2 babies. I was okay, no problem. So now you talk about the early stage, and then this early stage, and then how do you feel during the almost the end? That is the last 3 months. How does it feel like? Because one thing I discover about our babies is that many people are saying, this baby, they are too big. They don't even look like twins. They are bigger than twins and the rest of the things. So, like towards the last 3 months before the time, how is it like? How is the burden like? Or let's just say the health challenge, and then the like generally your mood, your hormone, or general, how is it like?
3 months before I gave birth, I was like, I went for scanning and they said the baby is too small.
Okay.
Then I said, what? Why my baby be too small now? In fact, the thing was so surprised. So I was like, okay, I need to go on internet, browse some kind of things that can make as in my baby to be big.
Wow.
You
In fact,
understand?
I like that aspect. So
So
if you are listening to this, please take these things serious, because you need to look. You may not have anyone that have twins baby, or you may not have somebody that have a very specific case like this in your own area, or that somebody that that have this specific case. So I think this idea of going to the internet, in fact, I really like this. So just tell me more about it. Just tell us more about it.
I went to the internet.
Okay.
I searched about how you make your baby, how your baby can be big, what you can eat when you are pregnant with twin. I don't browse it with one baby.
Okay.
I said, what can I eat when I'm pregnant with twin baby?
Okay.
As
in
some
very specific.
Yes, I'm very specific about it. It's not only one baby. So as in many food, as in many things came out. So I started buying those things. I started like fruits, foods, things like, when you're pregnant with one, just as I said, when you're pregnant with one baby, it's different than compared to two babies, because you are feeding two at the same time. So what you are taking in is doubled. So
okay. So like the what of the hormone, the body, how
in
is
fact
it like?
the hormone will change. I'm weak. I was like 3 months to my birth. I was weak.
But
In fact, my pelvic down, in fact, it's something else. I was feeling heavy pressure on my pelvic because as at that time when I start eating those things, the baby start gaining weight. They start gaining a lot of weight. So I start feeling much pains on my pelvic. So you'll be very weak, very tired. At times you eat much. As in you like eating. When you eat just now, you like to take another eat again.
Okay, so sorry, I want to cut you off here. But what about like the last 1 month? How is it like? Is there any special thing, or it just the same experience?
The last 1 month, my dear, you will not even be able to move your leg. Let me just tell you the truth, because it's just by God's grace. Because you are carrying two.
Yeah.
You are carrying two. Two. I mean two, not one. So what I mean is, in fact, this your left leg will be very heavy.
Wow.
In fact, the second one will be so heavy that when you are lifting this one, before you lift the other one, it just got grace.
Wow.
So my dear, for one, when you are carrying two, anything you are doing, in fact.
Okay, so now God. I get your points in that aspect. I know, but in the case of our baby, there was a special case, something like a special case, because like the doctor said everything was okay, that you can give birth normal, and then you did a scan a month before and they said the scan is okay, and then you start having some sign, and you went to the hospital again, and they say, okay, you are going to give birth, but the baby are going to stay in somewhere for like 1 month or 2 months, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then it was less than okay, and you went back to do another scan again, and everything just changed, and they said, okay, the babies are okay, that they can come down now. So like, what was that experience? Because I was not in the hospital. I went to, I think I was not with you when everything was. So just tell me, and then even the view about it a bit.
It's not been easy at all. The thing is, at first when I went to hospital, I did scan.
Yeah.
And they said my baby is too small, just as I said the other time. And as at that time, I started seeing some sign like labor, being in labor, a woman seeing mucus with blood, mixed with blood. And at that time, I was at 7 months.
Okay.
I was 7 months pregnant then with my twin baby.
And of course, the baby did not. We gave birth to them at 8 months, have you?
Yeah. We gave birth to them at 8
Yes.
months and 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
so go
So
ahead.
I was 7 months as at that time. They said my baby is too small, that I can't give birth, that if I give birth to that baby, to those baby, that they will not survive it just because of their weight and some kind of thing. Just as I said that earlier, I said after I did that scan and I got that result, I was somehow depressed. I said, God, how will I suffer from 1 month to 9 months and there will be no result? And as at that time, I was already seeing this labor sign. In fact, it's something else. So I called my husband. I told him, I said, this is what I'm seeing, and this is what the doctor are saying. I don't know what to do. So I had to enter into the internet, just as I said. There
Very,
was
very
something that
important.
prompted me
Yeah.
to enter. That was
Very, very
the
important.
thing that made me enter that internet to
Yeah.
search what are the things that I can take within, even if it is just 2 weeks before I can deliver, just to make my baby's weight. Because the doctor even said if I had to deliver by now, I might not survive.
Yeah, and they have to put them in a bottle
In
or
a
something
bottle,
like that.
yes, that they have
Oh.
to. They might have to put them in a bottle for some months for them to survive. I said, God, what kind of stress is this? How will I be giving birth and not going home with my baby?
God
They will
forbid.
now put my baby inside the bottle. I'll be looking at them. So it's somehow so. I mean, so I just had to rush into the internet, Google some things. So I discovered drinking milk, taking
Okay.
milk when
Yeah.
you are pregnant, when you are close to your pregnancy, is good.
Okay, when you are close to the
yes,
end.
when you are close to the end,
Yeah,
when they say your baby is not big,
Okay.
if you
Take
need your
more
yes,
milk.
take more milk because
Okay.
it makes them,
Anyway,
it makes their bone to
yeah,
be strong,
this seems to
and
be-
it
yeah.
makes them.
Please, this seems to be a medical advice, and
Yeah.
of course, my wife is a nurse. So, but we are not trying to give you a medical advice
Yeah.
online. So you still take all this, especially anything that is related to the medical aspect, take it with caution. But of course, my wife is in the medical line, and of course, she has some idea. But this is not a medical advice. So go ahead.
So I began to take milk. I began to take tea all the time. I take tea. I sometimes I buy just if I go if like this pepper soup, this red meat, I use it for pepper soup. I eat, and this what do they call this garden egg is
Yes.
very good.
Okay, if you're in Nigeria,
So-
it's garden egg. If you're in other countries, so go and look
So,
for any other
garden
thing that
egg.
have
Garden egg is very,
nutrition
very
that get
good.
the egg provide.
Yes, it's very very good. So I do when I start eating all those things within 3 weeks or 2 weeks, I went for another scan. Oh my God, it was something else.
And the doctor said,
And the
now,
doctor said,
now
and
they
the doctor
have
said
to-
now that we
the
can go
babies
on.
are
The
okay,
babies are okay.
and
That
they can go ahead.
I
and
can go
deliver.
ahead and deliver them. So
Yeah.
it's something.
So
it just,
I think that is the aspect. You know, one.
Oh my God.
If you are a religious person, this is sort of a miracle. Yeah, this is a sort of a miracle.
it's just a
and,
miracle. Yes,
you-
it's just God's grace.
But
Because
of
it's
course,
not
I
been
know there
easy.
is a medical interpretation for it.
Yeah.
I want to believe that there is a medical interpretation for it, because though we have not searched for it, but it's somehow like a miracle, because I was very very scared when they say, okay, this baby have to stay somewhere for another 2 weeks, that they are not big. But immediately they went back, they say, okay, this baby are very big and you can deliver them right now. In fact, they even told them not to even go to the house before they deliver them. So it's just some sort of a miracle. So now, you, after everything, you deliver the baby.
Yeah.
And then from the first day, of course, it was CS. So I know the first 3 days you may not be yourself at that time, but like after the 3 days that you began to see yourself and the rest, like how was the experience like, knowing that you now have 2 babies at the same time? Yeah.
It was so exciting that I see my baby. When a mother, as in when you give birth, seeing your baby walking through from 1 month to 9 months, seeing what you work for is, as in, there is one kind of
joy,
joy within you that
yeah.
comes, even if you are in pain as at that moment.
Yeah, I think it's a normal thing with mothers and then the rest.
And then through the experience, you carrying baby, feeding your baby while you are lying down, doing this, as in, you know, when you pass through operation, as in CS, it's not normal. So when you pass through CS, there is some kind of pains you'll be feeling, standing up, breastfeeding your baby. Ah, my God, it's not been easy.
Okay, now it's not easy, and then of course everybody will understand that. But like the nights, like the sleepless nights, and the rest of the thing, do you think is more? You know, some people fear having twins. I don't know if you understand me.
Yeah.
Some people fear having twins because of the stress and the rest of the day. So, like, how will you compare the stress compared to having one baby?
You know, when you have one baby, the stress is less than when you have two.
Okay.
Because when you have two, this one is waking up, this one is waking up in the night. You have to breastfeed the both of them.
Okay.
But when you are having one baby, you know you only have one with you.
Once that one is sleeping,
once that one
everything
is
is
sleeping,
calm.
everything is calm.
Okay.
But as two of them, as in when you're having two babies, it's different than when you're having one. That is just it.
Okay.
There is a lot of stress in it.
Anyway,
so it's not bad in having twins. Yes, it's not bad.
No, I think
twins
are
are blessings.
Yeah,
yes, it's not bad in having twins, but the stress in it it's something else.
Yeah,
it's there. Yes, there. Let me not lie. It's there. The stress in it is there. But the only thing is when they start crawling or maybe when they start walking.
Anyway, we are yet to have that experience. So they are just 3 months. So we are yet to have that crawling experience. But anyhow, it is now personally as a twins father for the last 3 months. During from the pregnancy to every of the moment as the time we record this video, it is a very, very wonderful experience because one thing is our first baby did not survive, so having two at the same time to compensate us for the trauma and the pain we suffered is a very, very wonderful experience. Of course, let me tell you the truth, whether you are the father, you are the mother, when it comes to the sleepless nights, you are sharing it together. When the mother is up, you are also up. And then when they are not sleeping, you both are singing. In fact, you know, I recently, I don't know if you have seen it. I posted something on Facebook. I said, we are just singing unnecessary songs in this house. Because, you know, you have to sing the song. You know, we are African. So now, please, before we round up, I want to, because, you know, we are African and we are in Africa. And we will not underrate our teens. So now, during your pregnancy, I know we get some medicines, like some herbal medicine. Of course, this also is not a medical advice, but of course, you should also check if it is something that you should consider. So we got some herbal medicine and medical and traditional medical recommendations. So, like, do you think these things work, or they are just additional things? Do you think they really work? Can you point maybe, I think we have like 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like, can you think like maybe 1 or 2 of these medicines that we took or you took, any of them work?
Yeah, those things really work.
No, like I just want you to be serious with the viewers.
Yes, it really, really work. You
like
know, when
all of them
all
awesome.
of them work. Because at the time when I gave birth to my baby, as in people were saying, this baby is big, oh, this baby is big. I'm having 2. As in, after the operation, while I was coming out, people would say, is it two baby? Is it 2 baby? People were just asking, thank God that it's 2 baby. As in, you know, those things really work. When you take herbal, you take all these English medicine, yes, it really work. But how I used to do it then, I take English medicine in the
as prescribed. No,
yes.
Like you take the English medicine as prescribed.
As prescribed,
and the
yes.
Traditional medicine as prescribed.
Yes.
Now,
so
just, you know, we don't want to mislead people here. That's why we are trying to be clear, because this is a medical aspect. So please take caution when you are taking them.
Yes.
Now, you know, in Africa we have a lot of medicines. You know, these guys, they have been using medicine for centuries.
Yes.
They have been using the medicine for centuries, and they have been working. So we can't just underrate these things. And of course, just as we used about 5 of them, and as she just mentioned now, almost all of them work.
Yes.
So they do their own share of the work they are
the
supposed
work,
to do.
yes.
So that is the experience being a twins parent. And of course, you hear from my wife. Of course, you are also hearing from me.
Yeah.
Of course, you can hear at the background one of them is up and they're crying. So let's her go and take care of her. So see you in my next video.
Bye.